Hello.
No, you're not live yet. Stop.
No, you're
Shut
not
up.
live.
Okay, hello. And welcome. Next game.
Professional streamers set up. Woo! Yeah, hey everyone. This is not Deus Ex, it's Tomb Raider. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't practiced at all, so this is gonna be fun. And without talking too much, let's go. Start, time. Also, you will see this weird hair glitch. There's a fun thing. Also, no gravity. Gravity is just an illusion. This is how I submitted this game. And the thing is, because we're playing this game uncapped, the more powerful your PC is, the more the game will break. So in this case, because we have a super nice graphics card, the game will have really weird glitches. But don't mind them. I mean, this is not a glitch. This is just out of bounds. So as you can see, we have something called the airwalk. It's basically defy gravity by skipping an animation. When Lara is stumbling, there is a check which is normally getting triggered to see if she's hitting the floor or not. And to not, well, let Lara drop while the animation is playing, the physics are off in that moment. So we can abuse that state by pulling out the weapons, and then the animation will never be finished. So the game is like in that state where it says like, oh yeah, you're still in an animation even though you're not. And because of that, we can just walk in air and defy physics. Also, there are bats. And I love the hair. It's gonna be great. And as you can see, I will mostly roll to the side. This is basically because it's faster. Also, I think I'm dumb. I was not supposed to... Okay, never mind.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay. Because if you do a swan dive there, normally you will be not able to roll up for some reason. But it still worked fine. Also, I'm too bad for this skip, so I'm just gonna grab this. Not saving a second, imagine that in a speedrun. Also, I'm Heinki, and this is Centaur.
Yes, I'm also here. I ran this like 5 years ago, so I'm up to date on all the strats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what Heinki said is usually I can save some time. It's okay. Usually we roll sideways. It's not quite technically the super fastest way. That would be like mashing like the backwards handsprings. But since we can't see where we're going, pretty much, it's only really useful if you have very long straight lines. Otherwise, we go for the angle sideways rolls. And here we need to get past this gate that is locked. You're supposed to hit some switches, but we will not do that.
Also, can we... This is just a fun idea which popped up. I don't think we can do that. Oh no. Can we get a donation incentive so that Kara can finish the run? just figure out how to do this at the end.
I think we want to go underestimate, not overestimate.
Nah, it's totally fine. I submitted a very high estimate, so it's totally okay. Also, there's good friendly bear, and what what we're gonna do here is checkpoint abuse. So below us, yeah, there you go. Below us is.
Yeah, so in the void, this next checkpoint extends extremely far. So far that we can like drop out of bounds there and hit it.
Pull your weapons. Why can't you pull your weapons?
I've never done it on this thing, so I always do it on the stairs. Or I did do it on the stairs.
Okay, it's fine. I'll do old stairs. Also, bear is stuck. Don't worry about it. So normally what I do is I pull your weapons out. Lara, please.
Yeah.
There you go. Normally what you would do there is jump on the switch and then go out of bounds over the fence. If that doesn't work, it's fine. You can airwalk, so you just jump up there, trigger the airwalk, and then you go over here. So it's not a big deal. But it's nicer and it looks cooler, and it saves like 7 seconds if you can do it correctly. But this is totally fine. As I said, I didn't practice at all, so this is okay.
Yeah, so one thing with the airwalk is without any level geometry, you just maintain your height. So to gain height, we need to know which geometry we can do that on. So it's not always what it looks like. So, for example, also here it doesn't match it. Actually, here, yeah, if you're like slightly not high enough, you like bonk there.
Yeah.
But for example, you wouldn't guess that in this specific corner you could gain height for some reason. And the opposite is also true. If you want to lose height, you need to find a angled surface on top of you so you can like run into it. So that's like one big part of the speedrun, is knowing where to go to gain or lose height. And you maintain the airwalk as long as you hold out your weapons and are moving. So if you stop moving or if you let go of the hold weapon key, then you immediately drop down like that. There are also some other things, like if you go into water or get hit by a knockback attack, but yeah, I mean, those are more obvious.
Yeah. As I mentioned before, like since we're in this animation state, or where the game basically saves the animation state, the gravity is not getting triggered. Also, there is another category, or what we're calling, or what we're doing is called no bug jump, which is basically what you're seeing right now. There is a jump which allows you to gain height, and which you can do infinitely, so you can just basically walk in the air by just doing that. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was loud.
It's fine for me.
I mean, my ears are getting blown out, but it's totally fine. I barely hear anything. It's what?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I was no.
Okay. I mean, it's
okay. I can do it like this. There you go.
Yeah. So maintaining the airwalk through like these level end screens is a bit trickier, because obviously the game wants you to like stop there, so you have to like hold one mouse button and use the other one to progress through the menu without dropping it. Here is a rare instance where we want to clip underneath geometry to go out of bounds, so this one is a bit trickier.
I could have just tried again, but it's okay.
That's fine. In general, you want to like forward roll to clip underneath geometry, and backward handspring or side roll to clip over geometry. So here we want to like roll forwards and then immediately switch to backwards roll.
Yeah. So here we do a lot of skipping. So this is a bit of a hard trigger. So normally, if you just go over here, this boulder will roll down and kill you. But if you hit the trigger outside of it, just barely, you can go inbounds and it will never trigger, which means we can just finish the level without doing any of the puzzles. Also, if you think we're gonna do any puzzles, we will not do them. So we'll skip most of the game through going out of bounds. Also, it looks easy, and it is in certain ways
I was
easy.
about to say.
But there are certain tricks which are gonna be pretty tough to execute. You will see that later on. Also, do I have my airwalk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I was
like
not sure because it didn't look like I got it.
Yeah, the basic movement, like the airwalk and stuff, that's pretty easy. So it's actually also a good game to start out with, like speedrunning wise. But obviously, like with most or all games, like perfecting it and optimizing it is where the time investment comes into the play. So that's that.
Oh Jesus, my ears! Sorry. Wait.
Do you want my headset?
No, it's okay. Why is it suddenly so loud? Yeah, I will do it in a moment. I don't want to waste time. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just.
Yeah, so this game has a lot of QTs.
No, don't worry. It's okay. I said it's fine.
So the directions you have to press for the QTs, they're always the same. However, you cannot mash the inputs. In the predecessor to this game, you could do that, so you were just mashing inputs before they even appeared. In this game, you can't, and it just gives you a fail. So, like, there is like super slight optimization potential by hitting the QT inputs like as soon as possible, but it's also unnecessary risk. So
yeah.
Usually
Also,
just wait.
There's one thing I didn't do. You can normally hold F4 during cutscenes like that. This is a legit strat, which allows you to skip the cutscenes, but I never practiced that, so I'm not gonna just do it and crash the game or something.
Yeah. So Alt F4 doesn't immediately quit out of the game. It brings up like an extra pop-up screen that asks you if you want to exit, and that's what we're abusing.
Yeah.
And this is one of the longest level casual playing, because you need to get 4 keys in these side areas that all have puzzles behind them, but we will not do that.
Yeah, this is the greatest skip. So first of all, swan dive into your death, and then easy peasy just roll over here. So what?
Yeah,
okay.
High frame rate, enjoy.
So now this is a little of a setup. So we're gonna switch weapons when we do a handstand and when we die. Okay, so I need to do it again. But this is pretty precise. What we can do with a handstand while being on a certain corner is allowing us to get out of bounds, and we're gonna abuse that by skipping this huge level. There is an old strat where you use bats to gain height and such, but we're not gonna do that anymore. And this is more, sorry.
The only strat I know. It's so good.
So we're gonna abuse a different strat by doing this, and then I need to. No. It kind of worked, but it didn't work. So So I needed to do that, but while taking out my shotguns. So we need to do that because there's another glitch coming up, which is called the fall damage cancel. By swapping weapons repeatedly and then using the grappling hook, you can cancel fall damage, and we need to do that so we survive. So first of all, once again, come on. Size angle, come on. Oh, come on! This is what I need, but out of bounds. And also, this is a nicer setup. Can still hear the game and everything. Okay.
Yeah. So the handstand get up allows you to clip through collision on your left, usually, since like Lara goes in that direction first. And we have to do this in a very precise spot here, because if we're too far left, she doesn't do the handstand at all, and if you're too far right, then she doesn't clip through.
Yeah. Don't mind it. Let's just. I'll try it another 2 times if I can't.
Old strats.
I haven't done. I mean, okay. So the thing is, like, I learned this game recently, again last year, and I haven't done the old strats for 5 years. So.
Sounds familiar.
I will not do that. Okay, I'll give it another try. Then I just use a save file. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it kind of sucks that I can't show it off, but it's okay. It's okay. This is not a PB pace or anything. Maybe it is. My run was pretty old and bad. Oh no, wait! I PB'd last year. There was something I forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Lara, come on. Okay, I give it one more try. I just want to see her die again.
This is definitely the last try.
Last try before first try, something. Okay. Shotgun, handstand. Oh, okay, whatever. It's fine. So imagine we did all of this and this one?
Yes.
And now
so
we're in the
gate we would have clipped behind.
Yeah, and this is like the gate we would skip. So what we would do is we go out of bounds, we do the fall damage cancel, and then we just jump inbounds again at this place. And then the game would just continue. So as I said, it's totally fine. Just continue. Whoop.
I'm also slightly worried, are those still the save files I created like 5 years ago and uploaded to speedrun.com, or are these new files? I don't even know.
I think those are the old files.
Oh god.
But you don't need to worry about it because we don't need to use medkits at all,
Yeah.
besides in the water section where we are right now. And also beautiful hair.
Mm?
I wish I could put it that down. Oh, Lara, please stand up.
Yeah, so here you're supposed to do a bit of...
Lara, please.
It's fine. High frame rate. It's always fun in this game. Yeah, so here there's supposed to be a bit of climbing and stuff, but obviously airwalking takes care of that, and then we're in the Coliseum, and we will instantly run out of it, but that's actually not really a skip. Like, you can do that. Like, there is no glitch involved here. You can just go to this ledge and run away from these enemies. However, what we do afterwards to complete this level is definitely a skip slash glitch. So this would take quite a while. You would have to get multiple keys and then get to the top level here.
Oh.
What?
Someone dared to talk with me? That's fine. This is even better. I can hear everyone. I know what you're saying. So.
Hello. Do you have time?
Yeah, sure.
So, donations, I mean. We have $5 from 7 Scrum Master 7, donating for Caddy to finish the run, since it's his favorite game. You're welcome. Also, a small reminder that Heinki is more agile than Lara. Then $25 from Quellish. I will always donate to idiots that torture themselves with Tomb Raider games. Enjoy the best, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Quellish.
Sir.
Sir.
Yeah, you may have seen there, if you do swan dives on downward slopes, you can get a pretty nice boost on high FPS.
I don't know what you're talking about.
However,
aren't you going the stairs down like that?
The inverse is sadly also true on high FPS, so if you try to swan dive up on upward slopes, yeah, then you get pushed down pretty far, to the extent that it's not even worth to go for it, so it's kind of a trade-off. Luckily, in general, we go downwards, not upwards.
Yeah.
Here you can see some nice out-of-bounds swimming. Since we dropped into the water out of bounds, you just have to hit the loading trigger for the next part, so you can stay out of bounds.
So we normally know where the loading triggers are, and how the game works is basically if you. Whoa!
That was a bad word.
What was that? I was pretty sure I was far enough on the left side. It's okay.
But now you're inbounds, so...
It's okay.
Oh,
so
right.
this is. Yeah, it's totally fine. Like this is.
Slightly skipping ahead, but I will not mention that. Actually, I think...
Oh wait,
that's
I'm
fine.
not
Yeah,
high
you need
enough.
to get with the fight. Yeah, exactly.
I haven't done this in a while. So normally we would be out of bounds in this section, but because it didn't work and I fell into my death, we're just gonna do that here. But what you can do with the loading triggers is that if you know the locations and you, oops, don't mind me. If you know the location and you hit them, you can deload the previous scene and load the next one, and that's what we abused there. So we're out of bounds. We know that the trigger extends a tiny bit to the right of the map, or of a wall, and so we can just hit it and stay out of bounds and load the next part. If we don't do that, the next chunk won't load, and you will not be... Okay,
Fine.
sure.
High FPS.
just climb on water. I would love to do that too. So we can just load the next area and go there out of bounds and just finish the game or continue with the game without doing it the proper way. So that's great. So
Speaking of out of bounds, hopefully he...
No, I-
yeah,
from-
that's how you also lose airwalking, by jumping.
Of course.
But yeah,
I just wanted to demonstrate it, so...
we're approaching the end of the second level, which is Greece, in case you couldn't tell, obviously.
Oh, we're in Greece, ah. I thought there were just random lions and gorillas in an old Coliseum, like...
Yeah, makes sense, right?
How do they survive? Nobody knows, but it's totally fine.
But yeah, there will be actually a boss fight here at the end of the level. And you're supposed to like swim in the next area to open the gate that we can see in the distance there, but hopefully this time we can stay out of bounds.
It's fine, it's
or
fine.
go back out of bounds, rather.
I haven't practiced that, so I also remember old strats, so it's totally fine. So normally what you can do is you can just backhand spring up here, or not?
I only remember this that you stay out of bounds, so I would do old strats at this point, but maybe there are new strats that I'm not aware of, so...
No, normally you can just row here or...
No idea.
Okay, I can't remember either. Was it here?
No.
No, definitely not. Come on, Lara. I want to go out of bounds, please. Please? Okay, can I get out of bounds? No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. It's fine, it's fine. Not sure, did I gain height or lose height? Okay, old strats.
Yeah, well, just go for old strats.
What was it?
I don't know if you can actually do it still with an airwalk here. Should be able to, yeah, and then just around this corner. But,
Around this?
but hug the wall, yeah. Around this one, yeah.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, there you go, okay. See, no problem, no problem. Old runner meets new runner. No,
Well,
I'm not.
new
No,
runner.
I'm not a new runner anymore. Never mind. I am
Yeah, so
old at this point.
another QTE here, but
And-
this is the shortest one. It's like 2 minutes. The hair stays
The
there.
cutscene. She's still getting damage because
The hair,
the
yeah, has a hurt box, obviously.
the hitbox is still there.
Actually, this will be interesting. Like, yeah, that was about to say. Centaurs on high FPS. Good luck. Yeah. So the gimmick with this fight is the Centaurs have like these petrifying gazes, and they also have very reflective shields.
What?
So
Oh, okay.
it's okay. You can see beneath their health bar they have a smaller bar, which is their adrenaline bar, and once that is full, they will do a special charge attack at you, or they will do their petrifying gaze.
Oh, we're...
Always alternatingly. So the idea is to use their shield that you first knock out of their hands to then launch the petrifying gaze back at them, so they get petrified, and then you can actually damage them. And
Yeah.
these adrenaline dodge rolls, they're also basically somewhat of a QTE. You have to wait until the screen slows down, and then you can choose which direction you want to adrenaline dodge in.
Yeah, so I tried to one-cycle them by getting the Centaur without the shield, or with the
With the
shield
shield.
to... Yeah. Dude!
Intercepted.
Oh, come on! To just insta-kill him, but that didn't work. So this is a good Centaur fight already. But it's okay.
Yeah, we also have different weapons at this point, so you always have the... Well, not always, but if you have weapons, then the default is the gray default pistols. You have, as you can see, infinite ammo, but a magazine of 40, sorry. Then we just now picked up the Magnum, magnums, which are the black pistols. They work the same but deal way more damage, and that's what we usually use to one-cycle these Centaurs. And then there's the shotgun, which probably self-explanatory, deals a lot more damage up close than from far away. Ammo, I'm not sure how it is nowadays, but it used to be routed pretty tightly. But we don't actually fight that many enemies.
So normally, if you do the one cycle trick and it works, you just use the magnum shots and you use the shotgun to just get them immediately into the damage meter, but it didn't work at all. So there's another cool trick. You just need to spam your shooting as fast as possible so that they just die. If you don't do it fast enough, then you can't one cycle them. That's important to know, but it's not a big deal. So here we are gonna do also kind of like a new strat. New strat, but I'm gonna try it.
Now I'm curious.
If it's
oh,
not
it's
gonna,
the IL strat, right?
Yeah, if it's not working, then I'm just gonna do the old strat because it's safer, or well, not safer, but it's easier to execute. This strat is pretty tight when it comes to doing your jump, and if you can't do it or you didn't practice it, like, well, me who didn't do a run in like half a year, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
This is what happens. You just fall out of bounds and you die.
That's also one thing you may have seen. Whenever we fall into the void, we don't wait until Laura dies because she won't die. She just falls like forever, so we have to quit out and resume game.
So let's do it again. Whoop. Get up here. Just go into the corner. Then you do a jump, so you are climbing out of bounds. Then you just go something like that. Maybe I haven't done this in a while.
I have never done this, actually.
Oh, never mind, I fell off. It's okay, I'll just go with the old strat, because...
the classic TRA experience. Yeah, so we're in Egypt right now. This is the 3rd out of 4 levels. And it has a pretty interesting level structure in that the part to the final segment of this level is behind the gate on the left, but in casual play you're not supposed to go there. You're supposed to go into that sphinx you can see there on the left, and that takes you to a huge, like, separate level. But since the final level is already right there, we can just skip over the gate and skip most of the Egypt level in one go. Luckily we have just a technique to do that, so on this ledge you can get a pretty high airwalk, and as it just so turns out, like, you can go out of bounds here.
Also, this is the section we would be out of bounds with the newer strat, but because it didn't work, I'm doing the old strat, and also I'm gonna do a fall damage cancel by dropping down and dying. I guess no fall damage cancel. I don't know what happened, but it's okay. I'll just do it again.
There are also different ways to do the fall damage cancel. That was the one that I don't use. Like, you can do it with reloading or you can do it with weapon switching. I usually do the one with reloading, or I used to do the one with reloading. So we have to actually touch that door from the other side, basically, because as you saw, the next part of the level isn't loaded yet until we are pretty much right up front against that gate. So that's why we can't go further ahead.
Like, the nice thing with the new strat, you will be inbounds again, but you still have your airwalk, so you don't need to do the puzzle in the next section, and you can just literally go up immediately and skip an entire bunch. If you can do it first try, I think it saves like 40 seconds, which is like huge compared to this strat, but this is also easier to do, and if you're a new runner, I will definitely recommend you to do... There you go, this strat. Yeah, I guess I didn't scroll hard enough. It's okay. So also I'm just gonna kill them because I don't like this section at all, as you can see.
So these mummies, they have like the melee attack you can see I'm using right now. They also, especially later on, will more frequently use a fireball attack that also knocks you back. So not recommended to do airwalking or anything close to them. And also they have this adrenaline attack like most enemies do in this game.
Oh, I can just do this. Okay.
And also there's another mummy downstairs, but it's just stuck there. So don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll try to do the other fancy skip. So what you can do is, if you do these puzzles, you trigger a cutscene, but if you're fast enough, you can jump on the pillar and get levitated up, so you don't need to...
Nice.
Yeah, I did it! I haven't done this in 5 years or something. Cool. Old man remembers strats. Nice. Alright. But it doesn't matter, because now we can climb up here, and this is the entire part we would be already if we would have gotten the new strat. Also, I'm just going up here because I can't remember anymore. So this is like the next out of bounds part. So there are these pillars. The world record runner is literally just doing a jump there and getting out of bounds. So it is very risky. It saves maybe 1 second to get the out of bounds, the airwalk there. And if you fail, you just die. But he doesn't care. Also, shoutouts to Brino. Why didn't you take your weapons out? Come on. Okay. It's fine. I just need to do the checkpoint again. So what we do there is, like, I got the jump, but the problem was I couldn't get the weapons out, so we would just be out of bounds immediately. So we need to do this again, but it's not a big deal since the checkpoint is just on top of the Sphinx.
Yeah, so this is another part where you can barely see it there at the bottom. We would have to insert like 2 Ankh items that we would collect in the side areas, but why do that when you can just skip over them?
Yeah.
And here again you can see the boosts you get from swan diving down slopes.
Yeah. So the next part is pretty good as well. So normally you have like a bit of fighting which you need to do, and then like a bit of a climbing section where you need to figure out how to get to the relics and such, but we're gonna skip that entirely by getting the perfect height from here, and then we're just gonna go over and put 2 artifacts into the wall, and then we can immediately leave. This is great also because we know the geometry of this level, and it's literally just walk in a straight line for quite a while. Well, that was too early. We can just do this. And also, it gives us the advantage that the AI is not getting triggered yet, because the moment they see you, they get aggressive, and we try to avoid it just so we don't get shot down. There, as you can see, there are like some of them, and there are also some Centaurs. What is he doing? Nice walk in there. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so luckily the key items you need for these sockets, they're the ones you get at the end of the previous 2 levels, so you always have these. You don't need to collect them.
So then we just do an airwalk here.
I think it's the other one.
No. No. Lara says no. Okay, and then like, oops, wrong
You just
direction.
have to get in there.
Hey. Whew, okay.
And of course another QTE.
Yeah, because QTEs are nice.
Yeah. And then we're in the final level, the Lost Island.
Look at his aiming.
That's pretty good. Speaking of good aiming, this guy.
The hair!
Yeah.
Ah, no. I just literally put it on, and Lara was screaming. I was like, nope, I put it back. It's fine. I didn't do any setup, so it's mine. It's mine.
Yeah, so here the gimmick is like they took away your weapons.
Oh no.
If you like remember, we need the weapons to do airwalk.
We're a normal woman now. How can you?
So no cheating allowed, pretty much for this first part.
What do you mean cheating? Don't you run on thin air? Come on.
Well, not in the games that I run. Actually,
What do you mean?
But whatever.
That is a lie.
Anyways, so they actually took away our weapons, or the pistols. The rest of our weapons are somehow scattered across level, but the pistols stayed placed in a container right at the start of the next segment. And you're supposed to collect 3 fuses to like steer a crane and drop another container on top of the container they're located in. However, we can also just ignore all of that and grab the pistols you can see there through the wall by using our grappling hook, which slightly extends our grab range if we use it at the correct time. You can see like the pickup icon in the lower right, and then you basically just mash pickup and you can pick them up, and with weapons in our possession we can airwalk again and skip the rest of this part.
Yeah. What? Nice rolling there.
A bit wonky here if you want to roll underneath. Also you see a sick secret there, but we don't care about these in this category.
It's not a all secret run.
Yeah.
So we just go out of bounds. Also, you see lava. So there's a little fun fact. The lava is out of bounds, but if you touch it, you still die. So if you airwalk into that, you die. So you need to still be careful where it is placed. Also, I need to go here to hit a trigger, and then drop into not my death.
Yeah.
And just get weapons here.
Yeah, these are the magnums again, and that's how lava behaves.
What was that? Why did you just run into the lava? Okay.
But now at least you're already on a better height to get an airwalk. So don't have to.
Can you do this? Oh yeah, you can. I've never tried that. Improvisation, my friends. Alright. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. Lava is bad, okay?
And luckily there are also just a few slopes here we can use to get some height, and then we can like grab this. One thing you saw there is you can grab ledges out of airwalks, but it actually requires somewhat specific timing that can be a bit tricky at the start when you learn this game.
Yeah.
But
So
it's basically required because especially somewhat soon we will be in a
My
in a
favorite
pretty
room.
infamous room where that is required to get to the top.
the extreme run killer, especially
Yeah.
for newbies.
Exactly. Like we actually call it the vertical room because that's pretty much all there is. It's like complete vertical movement. If you use bug jumps, which we don't, it's somewhat trivial because you just mash bug jump and get to the top. But without those, since we can't gain height easily using the airwalk there, yeah, you have to actually do it inbounds and grab ledges, and that can be pretty difficult if you're not very good with the timing and the floor is literally lava, so whenever you fail to grab a ledge you die and go back.
Yeah, and there's like literally no checkpoint. So if you fail it almost at the end, or you're at the end, and then you get killed by one of the traps, well, good luck. You have to do everything again.
Yeah, you could trigger a checkpoint here, but that would require you to fight the enemies, and that takes quite a while. So Heinki is getting baited again.
Let me do some tricks first.
I can
Yeah,
do it for you if you want to.
I mean, sure. Co-op strats. Let's go. Oh no, I'm getting cut off. Help. Almost good. Oh, yeah, it's fine now.
Yes.
Come on, there you go.
Okay.
And not there. And then we just go up here. We gain a lot of height, and then we do something similar like before. As I mentioned before, we know the triggers for the next part and how to deload or load the next area. And we're gonna do it similar here. So we know the trigger is around this corner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go slightly here, trigger the next area, and as you can see, the previous part, the previous part vanishes, totally untended, and then we're.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. The headset is a bit.
Yeah, I couldn't
odd.
see the other side of your head, so I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
where
don't
the ear was located.
No, no worries.
Yeah, so these platforms you can see that are extending out of bounds.
What?
Yeah, sure. Now we just have to like shimmy up a bit because I don't.
Come on,
think
get up, get up.
This is timed, by the way. You can see the runes disappearing there.
I'm not gonna
that's
get
not
it.
gonna make it.
No. Or?
No.
No. I'm dead. It's totally fine. We have.
So
Yeah, as you can see, this is where we would
That's
load it, but
why this room is not very forgiving.
yeah, but as I said, since this is a marathon and this is also a showcase, we just load. So we would normally climb up here, and then we would be at this area.
Yeah, so you could see the platforms that were out of bounds. So once you shoot these symbols, they like slide inbounds, and that's how you're supposed to usually just climb the area. And then you would have to use your grappling hook on these grappling targets that appear.
Yeah.
But doing that out of an airwalk can be very tricky, as we said. And instead we just use the platforms that are higher up to get an airwalk, because those ledges allow you to get an airwalk. Not every ledge does that. You have to get a stumble animation, and these do.
Yeah.
And then we also use these X-Acts that usually spawn enemies, but now they don't, to gain more height.
Yeah. So this was the last platform. We don't need to shoot this thing anymore because we have enough height to just jump up there. There is also a little cool jump where you can just immediately go on this platform, but I'm not gonna do that. It's you need to get the timing right, and only if you get the timing right you save 3 seconds. And as you can see, I'm a very good pro here, so I'm not gonna showcase that.
Was about to say. Oh, no.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing. YOLO!
Yeah, like once you get past the first one, they're slower in succession than you are going up the slope. So once you get past the first one, it's pretty easy. And here we want to roll into the loading trigger of this area. So we basically deload the next area, no, the previous area, but yeah, exactly like that. So once we now get out of, like right now only the textures are deloaded in this previous area, but once we traverse through that area, nothing is loaded, so we can go all the way to the next mini-boss, the Torso, which I'm not sure we will fight today, though.
Yeah, we will not fight Torso. but I can't promise how well this part is going
Yeah,
up.
there are a number of skips for this boss, which is... I'm not sure which one we'll see today. This looks familiar so far, so this is the same concept as we did earlier.
I'm not gonna go for that crazy strat which was found recently.
Exactly.
It looked pretty cool though.
So this is, again, we want to deload the area the torso is in, which would deload the texture.
Like that.
But yeah, this, like, you have to have a pretty precise angle here to hit the low trigger in the correct way. Luckily, as you can see on higher frame rate, also the enemy AI sometimes is a bit confused. So
I
if you
think
don't play
confused is
as
a good
high
way.
of an FPS, usually they should attack you. I think it attacked you like once and then it gave up. So there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we want to lose some height to get underneath the platform we were located on, and underneath that platform we can go out of bounds.
Yeah.
But of course, doing that without seeing where things are can be quite challenging.
Where am I? I think I'm already underneath.
Yeah,
I went too
definitely.
Yeah, I went too far. Damn it. It's okay. I think I need to roll up here to gain height.
All I remember is that you have to roll forwards underneath the platform.
Yeah, but I was already
That's-
too low. But
I have no
normally
idea.
you can just roll in the corner to gain height again. So I get up under this room, but it's not working.
You lost me. I have no idea.
I'm underneath, but I can't
You're
get.
definitely underneath, yes.
Okay, let me go way back. No, I'm way too low now. Ah, there you go. Now I'm getting height. Bit.
Yeah, you can still see the aiming reticle going for the torso boss. So he's still there. It's also quite interesting because obviously the boss music is fighting, but we don't fight the boss. We do some weird out of bounds movement with this super dramatic music.
Totally normal. I think I'm. Yeah. Okay. I got height again. So this is what I wanted. So I can do a reset up. Okay, this should be enough. So I should hit a wall. Yeah. There you go.
That's the side of the platform. Now we go to the
So
side
now
of
I
the
go
room.
into.
That's the wall of the room. Then we want to forward roll to kind of clip out of bounds underneath the platform.
Nah, that was too much. Yeah, I gained a lot of height.
Wait, now
No!
yeah, now you're on top. I was about to say. Right?
Okay. Can I do this?
Well, not with the torso there.
Torso, please. Let me. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I have to.
Bye bye.
So luckily the lava is still loaded. Spares us from having to press escape and up arrow and enter and up arrow and enter.
Yeah. Alright, so we will be at this corner and then we go out of bounds, but without seeing anything. Which is why we have this precise setup where you need to know how many rolls you need to do and what angle to take. I rolled against torso. I was like, what is this little bump there? So I'm just gonna do it like this to speed it up. Then we should be at the wall. Yes, we are. Okay. Corner. And then roll like crazy, which didn't work. So we just do it again. Come on. Gain some height. Yeah. Should be fine, I think. Yeah. Oh no, I went
If
underneath.
you say so, I have no idea.
No, I went underneath. I'll just try like this.
If that would have worked, I would have been angry.
Oh, okay, what? Sure, I guess. I'll give it another try.
It's fine, we have saves.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, from this out of bounds, you would maintain the airwalk to the end of the game, to the final boss. So it's actually a very big skip, like, distance-wise.
Yeah.
So,
So-
it might be a bit jarring to just load a save file and, oh, we're at the final boss.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna give it another shot. But if it's not working, then so be it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
And
hey,
that can
stop,
happen, that's
stop
why.
being rude.
You're
Hey,
usually
I'm not
under.
losing. Ah, no, never mind.
No.
This is boss health. I was like, why am I not losing health?
Wow, I'm invincible.
I'm invincible.
Yep.
Whee! Nice crash rep.
Yeah, that's why usually you're under somewhat of time pressure here to get the deload, because Torso doesn't like you being there.
Yeah. Unless you're lucky with AI being janky, then you don't need to worry about it at all, as you have seen before. There you go.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Hopefully.
Okay, should be enough. Okay, hit the wall. I'm at the corner. Hey, we did it! Woo! Oh, thank you. This was horrible. 4 out of 5. Alright, anyways, hey, I can actually show it off. So, now we skip Torso, we will have this beautiful boss music all the time. And while we have this dramatic boss fight music, we're gonna go more out of bounds. So first of all, we're gonna gain some height here to load this area. Normally we could gain all the height there, but the problem is if we do that, we don't hit the trigger for this part. And now we need to do a lot of rolling up here.
Yeah, you
until
gain
we get on top.
height very slowly here.
Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate. I think it should be fine.
Then you go back, and now you can
Yeah.
go out of bounds here, and we again have to go there just to hit the next loading trigger.
Yeah. So we just go over here, boop, loaded the next area, the previous area got deloaded, and then we just continue doing this until we're at the final boss fight.
So we will not lose any more height, but the final boss is like a bit lower. As you can see, like it's at the very end of that tunnel there. So this requires another fall damage cancel. And that's the final boss arena. So
Okay, there you go.
that's how it's done, exactly.
Okay, and final boss fight.
This is Natla. So Natla has 2 phases. First one, she's airborne, and you have to damage her wings. It's pretty much all there is to it. And it's not always that easy, because the aiming system in this game, as you can see, like, it has automatic lock on. But especially in this fight, it has a tendency to focus on her torso instead of the wings, which, like the torso, doesn't get damaged at all.
But I thought we've skipped the torso fight. Meine Witze sind spitze. Okay.
Yeah, so that's like basically all you do. As you can see, she like uses projectiles and a melee attack as well. But yeah, like it will take a bit more. You can like see in the top right, like she does take damage, but like the health bar will fill up in the second phase. So now one wing is gone. You can tell that from it not having an aiming reticle anymore.
Okay, there you go.
That's the first phase. So now in the second phase, you again use adrenaline dodge, so you fill up her adrenaline meter, and then once she charges it, you jump over her. If you time it right.
Whoops.
And then stun her and switch to a more damaging weapon. And you want to only, if you want to do the fast strats, you can damage her only a little bit, so she doesn't lose her like adrenaline state, which would allow you to basically cycle her.
Yeah, but I think I messed it up already.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not gonna work, because normally she would be in this so-called adrenaline state, and then you could do some more damage, and then you can just two-cycle her. But I did too much damage, so it didn't work. So we just have to do it. Okay.
She really wanted to wind up. Like.
She just wanted to work out of it, don't worry.
But of course, the actual final boss is a QTE.
Oh no.
As it happens. So yeah, if you fail this, you don't have to do the entire fight, just have to repeat the QTE.
Yeah.
What have you really
Yeah, and with that, that was basically already the run. So now we're just gonna do this QTE, and after we see the credits, we're done. Yeah, Tomb Raider Anniversary. Just walk on thin air, gravity is just an option.
And I didn't have to play it.
And you don't have to play it, yeah. Also, best sentence coming up. No.
I haven't.
I haven't, yeah.
I think that's actually the only left input for any QT in the entire run. That's what I remember.
Yeah. No.
I haven't.
I haven't.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Time coming up in like 5 seconds after we skip the cutscene. It's coming up.
And time.
Time.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Tomb Raider anniversary. 4420. For not practicing, I'm okay with that. I mean, I got torso skip, so that's good.
And using save files.
Yeah, okay, vertical room and all that. It never
Foley
happened.
And,
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a father. I have no time. I have an excuse. Okay, you don't have one. So you're a gamer. You have time at the PC every day. So, anyways, yeah. Tomb Raider anniversary. Hope you enjoyed it. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. And bye bye.
Bye bye.